So, of course, I had to give you guys a rundown live and in person with each one of the giveaway cars. So the first giveaway, you get your choice of this car and the next one. Okay, so let's go over this car real quick. So you guys know, fully freaking restored Gen 3 Coyote, Gen 6 Whipple. The most insane engine bay known to man. 1 7/8 long tubes, full stainless exhaust, forged weld wheels, air conditioning, power steering, the whole 9 yards, bare remaster master cylinder. It is legit. 4 fuel system, complete, gorgeous custom repaint. I mean, Cobra brakes on front. And of course the interior, all black. Got the touchscreen, Dakota Digital 417 Fox, dash relocation. Got the red leather Recaros. I mean, she's legit, guys. Got the Steeda Aero spoiler. I mean, absolutely beautiful. So you get your choice of this car or this one. So fully restored 1990 model Mustang LX Coupe, black on black. Coyote swap, Gen 6 Whipple, Cook's headers, Maximum Motorsports suspension up front with QA1 coilovers all the way around. Fully tuned by Wingard Performance, UPR catch cans, full aeromotive fuel system. Engine bay is fully smoothed and slicked out. Everything is perfection under this hood. So moving to the outside, got the bare 6-piston brakes all the way around. Absolutely insane braking system. Full repaint, absolutely as slick as it comes. Completely blacked out. This is the way it is. Like, this is it. Black on black, baby. You doesn't get any better than that. Got the flush mounted LMR billet door handles on the outside. The whole 9 yards. So inside, like I said, black on black. Dakota Digital cluster. It's a 6R80 automatic. It's run off of a Ford Racing control pack. And again, all black interior. Absolutely freaking beautiful. This car has a ton of different touches on it, including the Fox Locks keyless entry system, billet hinges, complete K-Designs trunk kit, the whole 9 yards. This thing is amazing. Okay, so what's the next one? Regular cab, short bed, 4-wheel drive, blacked out, murdered out F150, slammed on 22-inch Shelby wheels. Again, everything is blacked out, and this truck is completely custom, aside from the Whipple supercharger and the Cook's headers and the full fuel system, all that good stuff. The reason this truck is custom is because it has everything wired and fired on the interior from a Lariat. This is not one of those stripper base models with the rubber floor mats and cloth seats and all of that. Check it out. Floor console, heated and cooled seats, got the full navigation infotainment system, the Lariat cluster, everything in this truck. Power seats, everything. And it works. Absolutely one of a kind, custom build. Made 804 horsepower to the tires. Again, Cook's long tube headers, Corsa catback. Every light in the truck is smoked out, custom LED. This thing is an absolute riot to drive. I promise you, it will put a smile on your face every single freaking time. So like I was telling you guys, you cannot get any of these in a regular F-150. Start it up. Yeah, she's spicy. Whoa, radio. But yeah, Lariat cluster. Let me shut the door here. So Lariat cluster, can't get these in these regular cab trucks. But again, full infotainment system. Everything's there. Everything works. And then, like I said, heated and cooled seats. Everything works. And the floor shifter, you can't get these in a regular cab. 4-wheel drive. This thing is 100% custom built. Ice cold air. Got the Banks multi-gauge. This thing is wild. All right, so what's the next one, you ask? Well, this one's kind of a combo kit. Check it out. Lariat, crew cab, 4-wheel drive, 6-inch lift, got the coilovers on the front, completely murdered out, 22s and 35s. Yeah, the ultimate tow rig, because this one comes with an 18-foot car hauler. Show up to the track in style. This truck is ready to tow, got full exhaust, flex fuel tune, cold air intake, catch can, everything is blacked out. The ultimate tow rig right here. This is the way to show up at the track or a car show. Yeah, this is the way. Hopefully your car is black, because then everything matches. So the big craze these days for protecting your paint is, of course, ceramic coating, and I wanted to do this for a long time, but I was like, man, it's so expensive to have somebody else do it. Let me just see if I can figure this out. Well, I talked to my buddy from Avalon King on Instagram, and he sent me this over. He's like, this is a DIY kit. Now, full disclosure, I've already done the outside, and I'll explain that process, but I still have to do the engine bay, and I figured instead of watching me sweating and basically dying in this heat doing it, we'll just do the engine bay. Got the garage shut. It's kind of cool, but super cool kit. But as we get started here, I'll kind of explain the process of what I had to do to get the car ready, which is why it took me so long. So to get the car ready, you've got to strip all of the previous wax or, you know, whatever was on the paint. You want to start essentially with a nice clean slate. So I did a little searching. You can technically use Dawn, but I wanted to use something a little better. So I picked up this, it's actually ironically called Clean Slate, and washed the entire car twice with it to get all of the previous wax off of the car. After I did that, then I had to go through and make sure I got anything on the paint off of it as far as road tar. I think I got it all, man. It was, you got to go over it really thoroughly. Then of course I did a clay bar and dried it off, made sure everything was perfectly clean, perfectly dry. That's a huge deal, which, you know, took a while. I was gonna film it, but I was like, I don't really think you guys want to see that either. So we'll just stick to the good stuff. This is the ceramic in the bottle. This is the applicator and applicator cloth they send you. And the process itself of actually applying it is really simple. You just want to make sure that you get it coated completely evenly. You know, you don't want to miss any spots. As you can see, the engine bay is real easy to do because it's, you know, pretty flat, not a lot of curves and stuff. But yeah, you just pretty much wipe it on. And one thing I did find kind of frustrating was waiting for it to dry. The cooler it is, the longer you need to wait. And I found myself getting impatient, but that's literally all you do. You just put you a few drops of the ceramic on this thing, and they send gloves. I already used them, obviously, because I did the outside of it. They send gloves with it, but, you know, I guess ceramic's a fairly harsh chemical. So I'm wearing gloves per the instructions. But I mean, this is literally it. Again, you don't want to have any other coatings on your paint when you do this, according to the instructions. got everything nice and coated. Now we just gotta wait for it to dry. Which kills me because I'm not patient. Alright, so once it's dry, all you do is take a nice, they give you this one, but I've got tons of them. And then you just buff it off. Like, it's really a pretty simple concept. Just buff it off. Like I said, the colder it is out, the longer you want to wait. It's like 100 degrees today, so I only have to wait about a minute. But you just buff it off. A lot easier than wax. And you definitely want to use your light to make sure you didn't miss any spots. So I use the light up there. I shine it real close on it to make sure I didn't miss any spots. And then again, when I'm buffing it off, I want to make sure I got it all. But we're gonna get this thing out. Bright sunny day today, hot, and show you the full results here in just a minute once we get this engine bay knocked out. I'm super pumped because this paint color is insane, especially in the sun. Camera probably won't do it justice, but hey, that's all right. All right, I think we're good on this side. All right, get on this other side. Now, definitely watch their video they've got a YouTube channel and it's got a full video on best practices as far as applying it and all that good stuff. But again, it's real simple. They stress that prep is key, which is another reason it took me so long, because this type of stuff takes time, you know. This side's going to be a little more complicated because I got this giant filter here, and I got a couple of lines. Oh, it's going to be pretty, and it's going to be protected, which is, we're under it. It's going to be a good thing. There we go. Main thing is you get a nice even coat. It's not rocket science, don't overthink it. Yeah, man. Alright, I think that's good. Alright, so like I said, the hotter it is where you're doing it, the quicker you can buff it off. We're buffing it off. Yeah, man. We're gonna do the water trick. You know we gotta do the water trick. I geek out easily on stuff like that. Alright. We're good. Alright guys, we're gonna get this thing out in the sun. Ooh, this is cold start. We're gonna get this thing out in the sun because I want to see what this ceramic looks like. And obviously, in the in a video, it's not gonna be a huge difference, but I'll be able to tell. And if the stuff's no good, I'll tell you. I think it's gonna be good though. All right, let's go. I have to constantly remind myself that this ain't Pop's car. Like, I've been trying to get the miles up on Pop's car to break in the TKX a bunch, so I've been driving the snot out of it, and this ain't Pop's car. Like, I can floor Pop's car, drift, have fun. Not this car. Like, now, whoever wins this car, gonna have to send you to driving school first. I don't need any lawsuits or any of that. Alright guys, find a nice sunny spot. Let's check this thing out. Oh man, look at the shine. Man. Woo! Man, the sun is bright. Of course, it's already got dust on it. This thing is just freaking glowing. Look at this. Yeah, I know we got shadows, guys, but I wanted to get it in the sun so you could really see it. Wow. Paint is just... I mean, look at that. It's just... I mean, look at that shine. Yeah, I'm gonna say that did the trick. Look at that. Definitely worth it. I'm freaking stoked. It looks amazing. But now we gotta go home and we gotta do the little water trick. Because that's the thing I probably geek out the most about. Alright guys, I'm trying to, I don't have a real good level spot. Let's watch here. Yeah. That's epic. I'm trying not to throw shadows. Bam! That's freaking great. Gone. I geek out on stuff like that, sorry. That is freaking epic. But man, I just, this car is freaking beautiful. This color is crazy. Oh, nope, starting to rain again. Look at the shine. It's like a jelly bean. God. Beautiful. So there you go, another DIY project that you can do in the garage to make your ride better. I think that's pretty freaking cool. Like I said, prep is everything. Watch their videos. You know, make sure you do it right. You don't want to screw it up. But man, the results, pretty amazing. And like if this car had like a metallic in it as far as the paint goes, the results would probably be a lot better. But I'm super excited to actually get out in the sun. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, big thumbs up. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. I'll catch you on the next one.